Well, ladies and gentlemen, Call of Duty had an absolute crazy-ass day yesterday with the reveal of Black Ops 7 when it came to the game, the campaign, zombies, multiplayer, all that stuff. We had a lot of the people that were invited out to Treyarch last week reveal a lot of things like Lunchtime, Charlie Intel, Modern Warzone, and we have a lot of things that we are, supposed to be going over, which we're going to be doing in today's video. And I'm mainly going to be tackling the multiplayer aspect of this because I'm a multiplayer guy, and I feel like I understand what multiplayer needs or what the general community wants in multiplayer. So yeah, and before we get into it, if you guys haven't yet and want to support the channel, make sure you guys drop a like and hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. It'd be greatly appreciated, man. We're on like a 34 day upload streak. So yeah, and let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Black Ops 7, the features, the movement, the multiplayer, the gameplay, all that stuff. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear you guys' opinion. And yeah, so the first thing I want to go over is the actual gameplay. You guys seen the backgrounds and playing in the background, some of the gameplay aspects. Like, I'm looking at people wall running, jumping up super high, omni diving, right, aiming in while diving, and all in all, I feel like the movement, without any crazy ass perks that are required in order to do certain things, right, which we'll get on later on this video, but the base movement looks like a classic arcade Call of Duty feel, other than the wall jumping, the wall running. And I'm not gonna lie, some of these clips, bro, they look like the maps literally look like they were built for wall running, but Call of Duty and either Treyarch or Activision didn't really want to commit to the entire exosuit movement because they knew how bad it was during Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare. But I feel like with them coming out last year about Nuketown, and I've brought up this point in this article multiple times with like how Call of Duty devs was basically saying that more than half of the Black Ops 6 community has not played the original Black Ops 1 Nuketown map. I think a lot of people that are playing Call of Duties nowadays, they haven't actually experienced an exosuit COD. But looking at the gameplay, right, with this guy jumping out throughout the middle, aiming and killing these two guys, it literally looks like they designed most of these maps with exosuit movement in mind. But they didn't really commit to it, so they just added wall jumping and wall bouncing. But I don't really understand why they would do that. And like, in the first clip that I've been showing, right, this guy's wall bouncing onto a ledge, kills somebody with hip firing, and that's a main feature, right? You need a certain perk in order to be able to ADS and shoot while jumping, wall running, or sliding, which obviously for the last Call of Duties they've been having that kind of feature already set in, but it's kind of weird to have it as a perk. And if we just go over some of the perks, I'll read this tweet from Charlie Intel, who says, some Black Ops 7 multiplayer updates, there's no tactical sprint by default, which is a W. You need to use a perk in order to enable tactical sprint. The second part that I do not like, no ADS while sliding, diving, or wall jumping by default. You need to use a perk for it, which the perk is dexterity, which, Jesus Christ, man, what are we doing? And the last three I actually really like as well. Specialist bonus to get all perks, that's an absolute W. If you never played the original Modern Warfare 3, you are really missing out. We also have a looping kill streak perk called Looper perk. And the final one is Gung Ho perk for sprint while firing. And I'm not gonna lie, the only L from this like little update and little, bullet point is the no ADS while sliding, diving, and wall jumping. I'm not gonna lie. With all this crazy movement that we've been seeing throughout this entire video and throughout all the gameplay for multiplayer and even for campaign, why are we being restricted with the movement and what we're actually able to do when it comes to actually fighting once we do the movement, right? In Black Ops 6, you're able to G-slide multiple times, right? If you know how to do it. And you're able to aim in and shoot no matter what. But that has less movement than what Black Ops 7's having. Black Ops 7 has a whole entire wall bouncing feature and mechanic. Why are we being restricted by the dexterity perk, and if we have it or not, in order to actually fight back? Because literally, you could have the best movement of all time, but once you go against somebody that either is snaking on a head glitch, they're camping, right? If you're not able to aim in, right? Because we literally saw with the first clip right here with this guy jumping off or jumping onto a ledge, he's fully hip firing. This is literally promoting camping if you don't have the dexterity perk. And I'm assuming that some other broken perk is going to be within the dexterity slot, so you're kind of effed in that department, right? And obviously, even though with specialist bonus being in the game, I'm telling you right now, not a lot of people are going to be able to stay alive to get specialist bonus unless they have a god tier bot lobby, right? Specialist bonus is one of the hardest things to get most of the time. And it is so rewarding to get because you literally become God. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really happy to see specialist bonus to come back. And I also really like the fact that there is a looping kill streak perk that allows you to loop kill streaks. I think that was one thing that I really missed during the multiplayer gameplay for Black Ops 6 compared to Modern Warfare 3. Even though Modern Warfare 3's didn't really stay, it still happened, right? I really do like the fact that they're changing out Tac Sprint by being a default thing to a perk only thing. That is amazing. That's going to be giving a lot of Call of Duty players the classic COD feeling. And the next thing I want to talk about is the actual post-launch content. I know I'm moving pretty fast here within this video. I just want to talk about all of it while it's on my mind fresh and I don't, like, you know, do anything stupid. But you see this tweet from Charlie Intel right here. Black Ops 7, 1 XP, Weapon XP, Battle Pass XP are earned across campaign, endgame, multiplayer, and zombies. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys did not see the entire debacle with endgame, I'm pretty sure it's like a 20v20 or 32 player like mini battle royale where you're able to unlock stuff and have different abilities. So Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is offering a campaign, a multiplayer, and a zombies, most likely Warzone. So that was already 4 modes last year, but now they're adding a 5th mode with endgame, which I don't know how that's going to play out. I don't know if endgame is only unlockable through campaign, but still, the fact that there's a 5th mode within endgame is just crazy. The next one I want to go over is Classic Prestige returning, which you have 10 prestiges, 55 levels each. Okay, that's a good thing. It never should have, you know, been taken out of Call of Duty at all. And the last one is this Weapon Prestige, 2 prestiges per weapon with attachments and an exclusive camo to unlock with a max level of 250. So if you're an absolute CDL sweat and you have like an Amos or a Jackal class setup on Black Ops 7, right, like a gun that is just abused by the CDL, by rank play, by in pubs, right, some gun like the Jackal and Amos that we had last year, Black Ops 6, you get that bitch up to level 250 and get like an exclusive camo and prestige weapon thing of a jig, and like maybe like a calling card or something like that. But that's pretty cool, right? So if you like a certain weapon and really want to use it, like shotguns, you know, knives and melees and all that stuff, or just something stupid, you could do that now, right? And then the next tweet I want to go over is more post-launch content within Black Ops 7, which is a good thing. We're gonna be honest, ladies and gentlemen, one of my biggest gripes that I'm going to be talking about in the next couple of videos on why Black Ops 6 failed a lot of Call of Duty players and why a lot of Call of Duty players really gave up on Black Ops 6 is the post-launch content. And this right here on the screen right now, Black Ops 7 will follow Modern Warfare 3's system with weekly challenges starting at Season 1. Weekly challenges will have attachments, weapon blueprints, and more rewards, along with 2 camos, 1 halfway through and 1 at the end of the challenges. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is what was missing in Black Ops 6. I do hate the fact that it did take, you know, a whole entire year for them to implement something like this when everybody was asking it from the beginning of Black Ops 6's life cycle. But hey, at least we got it. But at the same time, I think a lot of people need to realize that, like, dude, these features that I've been talking about this entire time, that we've all been seeing get leaked and confirmed, right, from the actual gameplay to the perk system, the, you know, movement, etc., the post-launch content, the grind that we're able to do, right, the fact that we have 16 mastery camos and all that stuff, it all sounds good on paper. But I need everybody to realize that, like, yo, we ourselves as the gamers, as the players, have not actually fucking held a controller, have held a keyboard or mouse yet to actually play this game. We don't know how we ourselves, the people that are spending either a monthly paycheck or a fucking, no, not monthly paycheck, a monthly freaking subscription with Xbox Game Pass, or spending $70 to $100 to buy the game. We don't know ourselves if we're going to like it or not. No matter what content creators or gameplay is shown or what's talked about, we shouldn't be like, you know, saying that we're going to pre-order the game or anything like that, man. We should not. We should see how the beta plays out, how the game plays out within the beta, the closed beta, the early access beta, the open beta, and hell, maybe even just spend like $13 1 month just to try out the game to see if you actually like it, man. Because, dude, I'm gonna be honest, boys, even though it all sounds good, right? We saw with Black Ops 6, they literally marketed it as a 4-year developed game, and then they have now come out and said that Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 were both co-developed throughout the last 4 years. I'm telling you, they are going to lie about some bullshit once again. And I also want to make this a very clear point. Team Ricochet has been silent this entire time. Throughout the last, like, what, almost 24 hours now, right? 13 hours, whatever you want to call it. Throughout the entire day, there has not been a single update on Team Ricochet and, you know, what's going to happen to Team Ricochet and the anti-cheat for Black Ops 7 and Warzone. I would love to hear it, even though we're 2 to 3 months out. I would love to hear the fact that, like, hey, you know, we apologize. I would love to have an apology from Team Ricochet, and or like an update on the anti-cheat and what they're planning to do and what they're trying to hit for Black Ops 7, because they did that with Black Ops 6. Their goal for Black Ops 6 was to ban cheaters and hackers within 1 hour of them playing. And obviously they did fail at that, but I would love to see them actually attain a goal, like, you know, put out an attainable goal, an achievable goal for them, because I need to see some Call of Duty W's, but at the same time, Call of Duty needs to take some L's to actually get better. And I'm hoping that the gameplay itself is something that a majority of people like and enjoy, and people can actually like. But with all the movement and all the perk systems, all that stuff, I feel like for anybody that's not liking movement right now with the YY stuff, the sliding, the Omni movement, and etc., the fact that we have Omni movement and literally everything from Black Ops 6 included with the wall running and the wall bouncing, I think a lot of people are not going to like this movement at all, right? I feel like a lot of people are going to be encouraged to camp way more and to just wait it out than to actually rush in and actually be aggressive. So, yeah, but we'll have to see. That's the whole entire thing. Positive or negative, right? Anybody that's taking, you know, Black Ops 7 and they're hyped for it and they're happy for it, you know, we all have to wait for actual gameplay to get to play the game ourselves. For anybody that's being ultra super negative and shitting on it, we actually have to wait for the gameplay ourselves. But looking at it right now, the fact that the dislike to like ratio is really bad. Right now when I'm recording this, it's at 12,000 likes and 19,000 dislikes. And a lot of people are like, yo, why is Call of Duty getting all this hate? It's because I think, for one, every single Call of Duty player has had Call of Duty fatigue after Black Ops 6. And secondly, I also feel like the fact that there's a second option or a new first option for a lot of FPS gamers, like in Battlefield and all that stuff, a lot of people are just like, yo, Call of Duty, don't try to like please the community now. You literally had the entire year of Black Ops 6 to do so, and you never listened. So I think this is just one of those Call of Duties where, like, dude, everybody got fed up from the previous one and no one's gonna support it. So yeah, we're gonna have to see though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below of Black Ops 7 and the gameplay and the features. I would love to hear it. If you guys enjoyed and want more videos like this, drop a like and hit that subscribe button. And it's been your boy Limbo. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.